I'm pretty sure my stupid magic would just make the situation worse.
Oh, well, if you don't want to go, neither do we. Right, Violet?
I suppose we could have just as much fun exploring the complex realm of interpersonal relationships.
I'm not quite sure where I stand on Phantom and the Sorceress, actually. It's not that it's a bad episode per se, but it's definitely, I think, the weakest episode so far. Granted, I didn't quite like Quack Pack, but still, you know, whatever. Quack Pack was more just not an episode I liked because, among other things, it just made Donald look kind of bad as a character, and they still haven't given us a Donald Della moment that I think would work for the series, but that's for another time, and this season's still not done yet. So the premise here is there's the Phantom Blot, an old Disney antagonist has been around, like especially in the comics. He has been retconned, as far as I know, to wanting to destroy magic in all its forms because of Magicka. Now, this premise works. I think it's great for the Phantom Blot. He's a member of Fowl, so that's good too. Tie him into that story, so we'll probably see him again. And this all happens as Lena is having more trouble with her magic, which is weird because as far as we knew, this wasn't a thing. Like the last time we saw Lena use her magic, to my recollection, it was pretty fine. She had pretty good control over it. Her biggest issue with her fear of magic was that it was either Magicka getting to her or her fear of becoming Magicka, which made sense. She was, in essence, created by Magicka. But we resolved that. So now that she's having trouble with her magic, it seems like it's just sort of a contrivance to sort of get Magicka her magic back. Which, okay, that works, but hear me out. The problem is how this is all structured. So it was a really good idea to take the bulk of the team out, alright? Just have them go off and do something.
Alright kids, time to head off into another realm!
Meanwhile, Violet, Lena, and Webby, who have proven to have a great dynamic, they can carry an episode by themselves, leave them there, and even mention the idea before the Phantom Blot shows up, says, well, maybe you should look to Magicka for help. Lena doesn't trust Magicka, Webby's apprehensive about it. This is obviously Violet's idea. So Phantom Blot shows up, tries to steal magic, close the portal, blah blah blah. Webby and Violet are taken, and so then Lena has no choice but to go to Magicka for help, or you could even have Magicka go to them for help first, because the Phantom Blot definitely hates Magicka too. And we go from there. Everything still happens the way it's supposed to. Notice that Gladstone is not in this summary because Gladstone had no purpose in the episode but for comedic relief, which I've argued has always sort of been the weak point of the series. Not that it's not funny, but that everything has to have that undercut of comedy to it, when I don't think it's necessary. But the product we have, if we take out Gladstone and sort of the pacing of this episode, which I think is really only helped by this. Ignoring that, there's a good story here that, Lena sort of viewing her magic as an extension of her bond with Webby and Lena. And that great moment when Lena has to think about what her magic is, she's reflecting on her experiences with magic and then her new reality with magic. What Magicka has, how she perceives magic is through her relationship with Magicka. Now her magic is perceived through her relationship with her best friend and her sister. It's also weird that the sister element is never really brought up, because it was confirmed. First it was mentioned in Challenge of the Senior Woodchuck, when Lena calls Violet her sister from a couple misters. That implies something. Then it was later confirmed, oh yeah, Lena was adopted by Violet's dads, which to me felt that should have been its own story. I don't know. Maybe we just... I don't know. Maybe Webby wasn't needed as much here.
Maybe you should rethink that sentence.
Okay. fine. But you can't have Gladstone and Webby both providing the sort of comedic element, the comedic optimist element here. So there's one thing I don't really like about Webby is the sort of, I know it's stupid to say childlike naivete, but it has a purpose here, so I wasn't really that upset about it. Like, the lost Herb and Ravana was a bit much, in my opinion. This episode isn't bad, it's just one of those episodes where I think the table read, we probably would have figured out how to change the story around a bit. I don't know, make it flow a bit better, maybe up the stakes a bit. You know, Lena and Magica are definitely going to meet again. I love Lena's magical form, but I'm hoping she can go back and forth to her regular clothes, which I think has a bit more personality to it. And I did like Scrooge's little opinion of magic, and I really wish that Scrooge and Lena would have more moments. There's some character interactions that just haven't happened yet in this series that I think need to happen. A Scrooge and Lena moment, Scrooge and Violet moment, because I don't think Scrooge and Violet have ever actually talked to each other. And of course, a proper Donald and Della moment. I think that'd be good too. A Webby and Duckworth moment would be good as well. But still, there's still time, and we'll probably see the Phantom Blot again, hopefully, and we'll definitely see Magica again now that she's back. So anyway, with that in mind, we'll bring this video to a close here. What did you guys think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you all later. This is Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching. As always, may your fandom serve you well.